Howdy, YouTubists. Welcome back to Gold Stake Gaming. We're going to play a random game of Gold Stake, per usual. Hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic day. Hope everybody's Halloween yesterday went spectacularly. We had a very fun Lethal Company with chat stream. And we had a very fun video yesterday where I dressed up as Doc. So go watch that if you haven't seen it yet. We almost won a Black Deck Gold Stake game, and I think us not winning it maybe added to the Halloween special, because there's nothing scarier than Doc losing on a seed. So, anyway, without further ado, let's lock in. We're going to hit the random deck button. Let's play some Abandoned Deck Gold Stake. Been a second since I played Abandoned Deck, I feel like. First boss is no clubs. We have reroll and speed tag. I'm not taking either of those. Alright, so Abandoned Deck, I usually go for the full house. Is it the optimal play? I'm honestly not sure, but it ends up working normally on a normal, like literally any other deck, aside from Erratic, I guess, because Erratic follows its own rules depending on the run. Okay, very interesting shop. Any other deck, I will only go for a full house if it is like a 3 of a kind 8s or higher, because I think 3 oak 8s and 7s is a guaranteed win. So, like, usually if you go for, like, 3 oak 2s, you're never winning with that, obviously. So the cutoff I use is 3 oak 8s. Maybe 3 oak 7s is also fine. I don't remember. But one of those two is what I will go for. If I get a 2-pair, even if it's, like, a really good 2-pair, like, if I get a 2-pair of aces and 10s on the opening hand of any other deck, usually I will still not go for a full house because I think flush is usually just better. On Abandoned Deck, I usually go for the full house if I get a 2-pair in hand, and it's historically paid off for me. Is it the optimal line? I'm genuinely not sure. But every time that I've tested it, it seems to be, so I'm using anecdotal evidence here. Okay, so Erosion, pretty bad on Abandoned Deck, I would say. Erosion's pretty bad in general, I would say. The problem that I have with Erosion, if you've watched my Joker tier list for Gold Stake, you know what I'm talking about here. The problem that I have with Erosion is that it's always speculative, right? Like, if we take this Erosion here, there's no guarantee that we're ever going to run into something that allows us to, like, destroy cards, right? Because the only consistent ways to destroy cards are Joker effects, like 6 cents trading card, etc. I think those actually might be the only ones. I'm not entirely certain of that. But like Joker effect, spectral cards, and Arcana or tarot cards, right? And there's no, like, if we take it this early, there's no guarantee that we're going to make enough money to be ripping a bunch of packs to make this work. But, like, also there's no guarantee that we see, like, Hungmen in our Arcana packs or, like, Immolates in our Spectral packs, etc. and so on, right? So, Erosion, like, on paper, it scales really nicely and it rewards you for something that you already want to be doing. But in practice, it's just, like, I'm pretty much only taking this if I'm, like, mid-game and I don't have my plus mult figured out, which, like, how are you in mid-game if you don't have your plus mult figured out? And that's kind of like the counterintuitiveness of Erosion. This Brainstorm is really juicy here, but it is a rental. We need 2 5-card hands to score out of this big blind anyway. If we're taking the Brainstorm here, probably one of 2 things is happening. We're taking the Brainstorm going next so that the rental fee doesn't hurt as much. Since we'll have, like, a little bit of money left over, or we're taking Buffoon Pack, gambling on there being something like an econ source I would love. Like if we get, like, to-do lists in this Buffoon Pack, okay, well, now the rental from the Brainstorm doesn't really hurt that much, because if I can just copy the to-do list with the Brainstorm, well, now it's paying for itself, so, like, who cares? I think that line is probably what I'm doing, because I kind of want a scoring Joker here anyways. We get Scary Face. Very cool on the Abandoned Deck. Love him. Eternal as well, just to add to that. But we get Spare Trousers. Shop 1 Spare Trousers is phenomenal. On the Abandoned Deck especially, since there's, like, such a low concentration of ranks, we have a much higher chance of, like, top decking 2 pairs. And a thinner deck means that we can concentrate on on like just a couple of ranks. Like if we want to play 2 pairs, just arbitrarily throwing out 2 ranks here. If we want to play 2 pairs, 10s and 7s, a smaller deck makes it so that we're more likely to draw our 10s and 7s if we fix for them. So that's really nice. Do we take the Brainstorm here? I really want... This is kind of a weird line. I really want to. Because, I mean, like, it's a Brainstorm, right? Brainstorm's just broken. The issue here is that it could very easily end up being bait if we don't find, like, a copyable econ piece. Because, like, Trousers wants us sinking a lot of our hands to grow it, which I'm fine with. But if we don't have... Okay, so if we're sinking hands into the Trousers to grow it, we don't have hands left over. We're not getting that money. And then also we're paying for rent on this. Like, how this first blind is going to go. If I pick up this Brainstorm here, I'm at $2. If I use 3 of my hands to scale the Trousers, maybe with the Brainstorm, we would only need to use 2 hands to scale the Trousers. But even if we use 2 hands to scale the Trousers, that's a $3 rental cost, and then I get $2 back. So we would be at what? $1, right? Or am I stupid? Yeah, we would be at $1. So we're not buying anything in the next shop, and then it only gets worse from there. Oh, I guess we get blind money, so we'd be at $5. I mean, even so, like, taking the Brainstorm is essentially just gambling that we're going to get an econ piece that we care about. I think we take it anyway, because it's a Brainstorm. I know I kind of just, like... listed all of the reasons why we maybe shouldn't take it, but it's... Come on! It's a Brainstorm! You're gonna expect me to skip a Brainstorm? What, are you kidding me? Anyway. Alright, so we have $5. Just like we drew it up. Luchador doesn't matter. Droll Joker doesn't matter. Let's go next. I'm gonna keep this blueprint, this Brainstorm. We're gonna continue to have it hemorrhage money, and that's okay. Smash like for unstable financial decisions. Once again, playing 2 hands. I mean, I guess with the blind money, we're still like keeping our heads above water, so to speak. This is only really gonna show. This is only really gonna like be seen as a bad economic play when we get into like small blinds and we don't have the blind money, because then we're gonna be losing money and that's gonna be an issue. We have Eternal Astronomer, Smiley Face. I am very interested in this grabber. Let's go next. The Arm. So we want to hold any Uranus cards that we get. Okay. See, this is like kind of the double-edged sword thing with Brainstorm, is we are like hemorrhaging money with it, but also we're small blind ante-2 and we have plus 20 molt. Like, that's pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. Do I want to rental misprint? Nope. Do I want to go into more debt with the Arcana packs? Nope. Let's go next. I would really like this grabber, but if that's not written in the stars for us, so to speak, I would not be all that crestfallen. Not going to be gutted if we're not allowed to take this grabber. I'm going to be like a little bit sad, but it's not going to be like, you know, something that I actively lose sleep over. I think we are not allowed to take that grabber. That's okay. Is it sad? Absolutely. Is it run ending? I would say more than likely no. Okay, so aces and tens. Aces full of tens, I believe is how you say that. I still don't remember how you like to address the the full house thing. But that was like our max score and we got 3 grand. So we're gonna have to spend 2 hands on this blind. Little piece of technology here. If we don't care about discarding, which I really don't, I can take this burger with the Brainstorm. This gives us extra hands. And then, I mean, honestly, I could just keep this, and this is like kind of an econ joker, right? Because it pays for itself with the hands, I guess. We can keep them on board. I think that's funny. I think that is a reasonable enough play. We have 2 3s. I'm assuming everything else is a 3 of. No, this 6 is a 2 of. But, I mean, we have 2 3s, so we can only cycle 1 extra card. We'll just cycle the 3s. This is going to allow me to stack. Now, I want to be copying Trousers. I want to get out so I can keep some of that money. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would win. Tragic. Let's just play the straight. Probably anything got us out there, but that's fine. So we lose $6, but we have 6 remaining hands. So we're like neutral on that. Wasteful's not doing much right now. We are going to get out of this burger eventually, though, because it's perishable. Let's just go next. Not buying much is my issue here, but, I mean, maybe we don't need to be. Let's go 9s and 5s, and then maybe we can do aces and 10s. Or aces and 9s works, too. 3 3s, 3 7s, 2 8s. See ya, buddy. Excuse me. All right. And now the burger's profitable, right? Because we have 7 hands left over. I mean, I guess that's not how it works, but it's how it works in my brain. And that's the only thing that matters. Okay, we're finally at interest cap. Do I immediately ruin that by going into a buffoon pack? I'm going to say probably not, honestly. I think 48 molt on the spare trousers. We don't have that many chips, but as soon as we get, like, literally any planet cards at all, we're kind of big chillin'. So let's maybe just goof off and stay at interest cap. I thought we whiffed the 2 pair twice in a row. Do we still win on 10 hands? Kind of the unfortunate part of the burger there. Smash like. I mean, the only other option that I had was playing a straight there, right? Did I have a pair? Probably I had a pair, actually. I should have gone pairs here. I think we might actually still be fine with 10 hands. It's going to be very close, methinks. Let's go for the ace high. This is, the unfortunate part of this is going to destroy my econ that I've been building up. Streamer through, per usual. That's okay. Throwing is content, and content is funny. Can't play that. That's a straight. Let's go here. So we used half of our hands, and we have 3,600 points. It's still going to be close, right? Because we're scoring marginally different chip values each time, and marginally different chip values when we have this, when we don't have any extra chips. That is actually pretty impactful. I'm out of cards. I think we're fine. I don't want to sell the burger. No, we don't sell the burger here ever. Okay, we do make it out. That was the fumble of the century. If we had a pair in the hand, I believe we had a pair in the hand, we should have played the pair there. If we didn't have a pair in the hand and we only had the straight, then we're just forced to play high card there, and it is what it is. But I believe we had a pair. I'm not going to rewind the footage because I'm a lazy bum. But I believe we had a pair in the hand, and that's what we should have went with, just for higher chip value. But if we didn't have a pair, then we played that optimally, and I'm just a goofball. Seed money is kind of cool. Let's go into the Arcana pack. Temperance is Pog. The Brainstorm is nuking our Temperance value by being rental, unfortunately. But, like, hey, still $1 of value in the pack. And we have a Uranus card. This is going to boost our score by, like, quite a bit, actually, because we just have no chips. Do I take this Grimbo? Probably not with a perishable burger. If the burger was, like, a long-term option, I would just take the Grimbo because it's funny. But, yeah, no, that's probably not something that I'm doing. 4,000 points on a 2-pair. Not too shabby. Let's go for this angle. I should have cycled 9s there instead of 8s. That's okay. Yeah, so we would have drawn the 8s instead of the 9s, but we drew the 4s anyway, so we're chilling. Copy the burger. We retain interest cap, and we make all of that back, all of that rent back, that is, from extra hands. We have Blue Joker. It's also rental. Man, oops, all rentals is crazy. New Bellatra update looking fantastic. All right, let's take another Uranus card and just go next. If we miss seed money, I'm sad, but it's a lot like Grabber, where if we miss it, I'm sad, but I'm not, like, crying. It just hurts a little bit, but it's not like the end of the world type shit. Let's go cycle the 3. I feel like I'm playing very fast, but it's also like I don't really have the access to that much money. I mean, I do, but I don't, right? Also should have sold the burger there because we just paid interest for literally no reason. And I wouldn't want to block him anyway. So we definitely should have sold that burger. I'm literally throwing, chat. I'm literally throwing. Anyway. Let's go Celestial pack. We don't get another Uranus. We do get a Earth card. That's fine. Flash card. If we didn't already have Pants, I would take here. But, like, Pants is just all the mult that we're going to need for, like, the entire game. The eye is kind of tragic, but if I can pull a full house from the deck, yeah, now I feel like we're just chilling. Because I can still scale the trousers twice, and then full house plus 2 pair gets me essentially all the way there. Let's go for the straight, and then we can maybe end on a 2 pair. Yeah. We have 2s. 4s is a good angle. Aces are a good angle. So let's go like this. We get the 4s. Ship it. And this should get us out. And we scaled the pants still. Not too shabby. Would love some more economy. If I don't get it, not the biggest deal in the world, but I would love some. Do I want to rip a standard? No, I need points. The Sly Joker is not the greatest thing ever, but it's not bad by any means. It's a decent few points. We haven't hung anything, so I'm just going to hang 3s here, and then we'll just go for a completely fresh 2 pair. We get 10s, we get nothing else. 1 3, 2 4s, 2 8s, 2 9s, and then 3s of everything else. Could have kept the 7 there. That's fine. Let's go for 10s and 5s. Cycle the 4. Rats. Should have went aces 5s. That's fine. So we'll play a pair of aces. We have 1 9, 1 8, 2 7s, and 1 5. Ship that, John. Pog. We're out. We're out. Not making terrible time. Not making terrible time. This is still, I don't know. This is a very strange run. Okay, now we have Eternal Burger. Honestly, I'm cool with an Eternal Burger because with the Brainstorm especially, if we maybe didn't have Brainstorm, if this was maybe just like a second copy of Pants to where we couldn't copy this burger, I'd be a bit hesitant with the burger because burger 2 pairs, even on Abandoned deck, feels like a little bit shaky. But when we can copy it with the Brainstorm, we have 10 hands. It's pretty difficult to screw up when you have 10 hands. That means, so if we have 10 hands, the final boss is 400,000 points. If we have 10 hands, we need to make 40,000 points on a hand in order to beat the final boss. Now, it's assuming we use all 10 hands, which if we played 10 2 pairs, that's 40 cards. So we're physically incapable at this point in the game of playing all 10 hands. But like, just to put it in perspective, 40,000 points a hand is not that much when you have that many hands, right? And for Vessel, it's higher, but that's, I mean, Vessel's just scary anyways. So I digress. This gives us scoring opportunity, and it gives us econ, is what I'm trying to say here. So let's take the Eternal Burger. Let's take this Uranus card for more score. And then let's go next. Not going to get too ambitious here with spending down. We copy the burger for the hands. I'm cycling 3s every time because we've hung 3s. So if I ever find a 3s and it's not a... If I ever find a 3s, smash like. If I ever find a 3 and it's not a pair of 3s, we just cycle it immediately. I need to remember this. Ship this 2 pair. We have another one on the backswing lined up. I can ship this and maybe try and scale the pants a bit more. This run is essentially right now just we need to stay alive. We need money more than anything, because this run essentially boils down to if we get X-Molt at all, we kind of just auto-win. Even if it's something stupid like Flower Pot, we have so many hands that like even something like Flower Pot I don't traditionally enjoy at all because it's just like pretty difficult to use, all things considered. Should have taken that Fool. We don't end up getting punished. But like Flower Pot's pretty traditionally difficult to use, and so I don't like calling it out when I am looking for like X-Molt, if that makes sense. But like when we have 10 hands, we can kind of make anything work no matter how convoluted, right? These all kind of suck. I'm going to keep Hermit and my Fool. Took the banana not because we need the scoring by any means, but because if this breaks immediately, then we can start Cavendish hunting immediately, and that's really nice for us. Ship the 2 pair. Wheel with burger 2 pairs could end up being troublesome. Could end up being dubious, as one may say. That was a 7. Are you a 5? Can I even tell? You're a spade or a heart. So that, I mean, that tells me nothing. So probably I'm just going to ship you. And if you end up being a 5, then I'm sad, but it is what it is. It's a 6 of hearts. Okay. Das ist fine. And now we have 8s and 7s. What did I put the gold on? I forgore. It's fine. Oh, the 7 of diamonds. I'm stupid. I literally called that out. Okay, shift the burger over so we're always copying that. We have hieroglyph. That's extremely powerful because we have the burger. In, you know, on a traditional run, the hieroglyph... I mean, on a traditional run, don't get me wrong, the hieroglyph is still really broken because, like, -1 ante, that's more shops, that's more scaling. Really good on a traditional run, but it's maybe, like, a little bit scary in theory because you're going from 4 hands to 3 hands. Here with a brainstorm and an eternal burger, I'm going from 10 hands to 9 hands, right? So it's the same amount of value generation, and it's like a lot less scary, right? Probably I'm just ripping that right now, if I'm being honest. Let's just rip that immediately. Go back in time, and we keep 9 hands. Like, that's pretty good value. We're planet blocking. I have Devil in my Fool. Let's just do Mercury. We were planet blocking with the shop, but we still, unfortunately, did not hit what we want. Kind of tragic, but not the hugest deal. Hollow glass. That could be like a vessel win con. Could take hollow glass or could take a gold seal. The issue is in a burger build where we're not allowed to like discard this and like save it for later, so to speak. Might be a little scary trying to carry this up until vessel, but like if we copy this even once, then that's kind of something we don't care about. Gold seals are also immensely powerful though, because I literally said earlier, we win this run by getting X-Molt, so obviously to get X-Molt, we want more rerolls in the shop. So I can see either of these. I mean, this is X-Molt technically, but like right now, this is not even the best. It's plus 16 if we score it in a 2-pair, because the hollow triggers before the glass, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, then it's even worse, but if the hollow triggers before the glass, then it's 16 molt, which gets turned into 32. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I think the glass might get triggered before the hollow, which is really annoying if I'm keeping it a stack. But if that's the case, then it's even worse. Then it's 12 into 22, so it's what, plus 16 molt? Not the biggest fan. I could also just skip here and keep the deck thin, but there's not really any value in the deck, so like, why would I? If I have 9 hands, I can see the entirety of my deck, so like I don't really need to keep it thin if there's nothing in there. I mean, I have a gold card, which is like cool, but other than that, I want to take the gold seal so badly. I feel like the hollow glass is probably the better play. Let's take the gold seal. If we reroll into like sharp or something, we just auto win. Cool. So we have extra aces now, so that's also something to keep in mind. Throwaway 3s maybe be slightly more inclined to take aces or to hold aces. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. What are we cycling here? 4s or 9s? We have equal copies of each, so I'll just cycle to 4 because it's a lower rank. We win in 1. Banana goes extinct. That's really good. You know, sometimes that can be a bit nefarious. That can be something that we don't love seeing. Here, it's not contributing to our score almost at all. We kept it essentially entirely for the Cavendish chance, so Banana going extinct there, I'm like actually kind of ecstatic about. We have another Hungman. We could hang 9s or 2s. I like hanging multiple of 1 rank. We could also strength 9s into 10s. Not the worst play of all time. I think we either hang 2s or we strength 9s. I think we hang 2s because if we get like blue seals or something, if we get any value cards, we want our density to be higher of those. So I think that's a play. Let's keep some money. Ooh, the Ox up next. Did not see that. Probably, honestly, with the Ox. Staring down the Ox, maybe we should have rerolled a bit more aggressively because we're losing all of our money anyway. I don't think... Well... What's this full house get me? Could I just play full houses? That's a little dubious into the boss, but Full House got me. I looked over to my right like there was going to be stream delay. I'm literally recording a video. Okay, I'm going to assume that full houses are not the best play here because we have the Sly Joker. We could rip a flush house with the star because that's a lot of chip value. We're going to put a pin in that, honestly. We're going to put a pin in that. Tempe value? Sure. What's in the box? Okay, we have Uranus card blueprint. That's disgusting. Holy. Cool. Maybe we don't need X-Mult. Maybe just our hands carry us. Wow. I'll keep Uranus in the Fool. Let's take one more reroll. I mean, we're playing 2 pairs here, man. Let's just cycle. Okay. Full copy the burger. Bang. I could stone a 6. I could stone an ace, honestly, because we have more of them. Let me cook. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. This is going to be big chips. Maybe we can dodge playing the 2 pair after all. If we can, I'm going to be really sad because I blew all of my money in that last shop like a damn coke addict. But that's okay. I would rather have $12 here than have no dollars here. You know what I mean? Man, even a pair is 6K right now, and now I have what's it called? Flush house. Why did I forget the name of that? Could go for... No, I can't go for another 7 now. I could have kept my options open to keep the gold. Now I just go for this. Okay. Well, I'm a little broke anyway because of rentals and because I rolled down like an idiot, but we kept $6, which is $6 more than we were expecting to, or at least more than I was expecting to, so that's fine. Delayed Grat. I mean, okay, chat, hear me out. This is horrible, obviously, for its economic value. The times 1.5, even if it's not copyable by Blueprint, the times 1.5 on top of what do we have right now? After we play another 2 pair, these will all be at 64. 64 times 3 is what, 172? No, that's very wrong, right? It's 192. I'm an idiot. That's like, dude, times 1.5 to 192 mult on 9 hands. Like, dude, this is like actually kind of a good play. as stupid as it is on a burger build, this delayed Grat kind of rocks. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take that, John. Wraith in the Spectral Pack too. Jolden ticket, man. If we had more money, this Jolden ticket would also be fire. Or like any retriggers. Probably this is just the build, unless we get something better than the delayed Grat. Obviously, if we get better X-Mult options, then we're kicking delayed Grat to the curb. But just for right now, this is kind of looking to be the build, so to speak. Let's go next. Full copy burger. We have 12 hands. I miscounted our amount of hands as well. We have 3s of all of these, right? Did I hang 2s? I hung 2s. I'm a stupid idiot. I completely forgot that I did that. Okay, so we're throwing away 2s. I didn't copy the pants. Chat, it's fine. I was sacking because I knew the gold seal was in my next hand. Hey, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Smash like. All right, let's get the gold seal money. Like, what does this get me? Okay, with the stone, surely this wins with the times 1.5 from delayed Grat. These are all on 66 mult. That damn near one-tapped the blind, and we can play 12 of those in theory. Actually, again, no, we can't. Delayed Grat, it was short-lived. Love you, buddy. We found someone better to fill the position. I'm very sorry. Now we just take Grabber, and we're broke for the rest of the run, but we don't care because we just win. Forgot to copy Burger? That shit don't even matter, bruh. That shit don't even matter. I'm going to play this high card so that I can get gold seal money. Why can't my win streak streams go like this? If you're not familiar with my live streams, I try and do gold stake win streaks a lot on stream. No luck even close to this, by the way. No luck even close to this. I'm surprised that wheel didn't pop. Okay, now what's, you know what's gonna happen though? Now that I'm being like a pompous idiot and being like, man, my luck is so good. This Cavendish is gonna break big blind ante 8, and I'm gonna shit my entire ass live on stream. On camera, I guess. I'm not streaming, but you catch my drift. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No 2-pair. We have less 2s, less 5s, I believe. More 8. No, we towered the ace. So, yeah, it's just all 3 ofs outside of what I'm getting rid of, right? Meow. So let's go for one of these. Default high card being 6 grand on 5 chips is kind of crazy. Let's ship the 2-pair. And 1 2-pair gets us like almost 200 grand. So I think we're winning. I think we're winning. Gonna be close, but I think we got it in the bag. The house is annoying, but not something that we literally like absolutely can't play around. Let's just hang 6s and then ship a high card, man. Wait, is this... Can this win with the chips? Oh, that would be so funny. There's no way. You know, it actually got closer than I thought. That's hilarious. All right, that wins, so we copy the burger. Bang. We can take Arcana pack. This... Bro. Turns out Erosion would have actually been decent on this seed. It doesn't beat no Spare Trousers at plus 72 mult, but I feel like every Arcana pack that I've opened, that we've had the money to open, that is, has yielded a Hungman. This is actually a little wild. Okay, we haven't hung 4s. I could hang 2s and 5s here. Or I could strength things. We have all 4 of, so I think hanging them is actually better here, no? Take the standard pack as well. No blue seal. Tragic. Have we hung 7s? I'll take the red seal just in case of Vessel. Probably we didn't need that in retrospect, but... you know, building habits. Building good habits and all that. Let's ship the gold seal, because I feel like just 1 2-pair wins, and I want to get that money. We'll toss you to the wolves. 1 2-pair is... a lot of points. Couldn't see the exact value because of the flames, but ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, I could tell you that that was a lot of points. Dare I say, an ass ton. I could hang, I could strength a 6 and a... 6 and a 7? Could strength a 6 into a 7. Even better. Let's make lucky cards, actually. My 2 pairs are good enough. Let's just make... They're easy enough to draw. Let's just make them stronger. Still looking for that evasive blue seal. I don't care that it's not doing anything right now. I'm going to look for him until I die, because it's gold stake, and that's what I've been programmed to do. House is free. We just need to play everything. That being a flush is actually kind of wild. Surely this is a 2-pair, right? Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking. Yo, if Cavendish breaks here, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad. I will be crestfallen. Series card? No, we just go for 2-pair. We need the chips. Acorn? Okay, I think if Cavendish broke and we hit Vessel, we would be in a pickle. I think now Cavendish could break and we would still probably be fine just off of plus mult alone. Maybe we need a couple of planet upgrades for that to actually be the case, but like I feel like we would still be pretty strong if our Cavendish broke here. Let's go make some more money. Let's go 2-pair. Hog. Paying that rent off, baby. 19 bucks in 1 cash out. The power of Triple Berg. The power of Triple Berg. Deja vu. Yo, I could onk something. Let's do that. Let's go, I guess, just Deja vu. What We have the most sevens. There's no sevens here. What's our second most prevalent rank? Okay, other than that, it's just all 4 ofs. So let's just Deja Vu and Ace. Maybe we can make a glass ace and, like, actually give aces some time to shine. What? Hello? What did I do today to deserve this? Whatever I did today, I need to replicate. This has been insanely good luck. Holy. Play the 2 pair. Red seal for more chips, baby. It's easy. Oh, no, we didn't 1-tap. No, man. No, we didn't 1-tap. Streamer, what are you doing? Okay, huge cash out. Misprints, funny. Let's go standard pack. Purple seal, queen. That sounds good to me. The comments are livid today. I'm just kidding. I can't put something funny on the red seal, and I don't care about copying gold into the boss, so just give me more reroll money. Stuntman is actually kind of funny here. Give me that wheel. Oh, man. Give me a fool, please. Pretty please. Man. I kind of want to take this just to be funny, but I know if I get that cocky, I'm going to die immediately. So let's maybe not do that. This was relevant to a stream, to a win streak stream that we did a couple of days ago, probably a week ago at this point, maybe even more than that. So I'm going to shout it out here. Acorn shuffling your jokers visually will happen before you get the hands, but Acorn shuffling our jokers does not matter here. Excuse me, we will still get, regardless of how these jokers get shuffled, since we have our burger in the spot to generate +9 hands with all of the copies, with like Blueprint and Brainstorm copying it. Since we have burger here right now, regardless of how these get shuffled, we will be net positive 9 hands into this boss. Just so everybody knows, see? Okay. So now we just need to find out where all of our copy technology lies. I'm going to attempt to do this at normal game speed just to feel something. What am I cycling? 2s and 5s for sure. I think everything else. Oh, no, I hung 8s as well. So 8. Yeah, okay. So this is literally the optimal ship it moment. So we have Molt here. We have Cavendish here. So I want this here so that Brainstorm is copying it. This Molt was here, so this is either Brainstorm or Trousers. Let's play a pair. This is Brainstorm, so this is Blueprint, I'm pretty sure. And now we should be able to cycle 2 pair and win. Can I win off of a pair here? That would be so funny. No, I'm going to win off of a Molt trigger. Damn. Oh, we actually just won off a high card. Okay. Turns out having chips is, like, pretty cool. All right. Pretty painless. Pretty painless, not going to lie. That was pretty fun. We almost threw it with that, or I say we, like you guys have any... I mean, in streams, you guys kind of do influence me because I read chat, but, like, I'm recording this right now, so you guys don't influence me. I almost threw the game when we had high card mouth, but turns out having a bunch of hands with the strongest scaling Molt Joker in the game, turns out you're actually, like, pretty untouchable when you have that. Who would have thought? Turns out the strongest scaling Molt Joker in the game paired with more hands and the strongest X-Molt Joker in the game, strongest flat X-Molt Joker in the game, that is, and Blueprint Brainstorm. Turns out when you combine all that stuff together on a deck that makes 2-pair easier to achieve, you're like, just kind of chilling. Who would have thought, chat? Who would have thought? You learn something new every day on the Focus Shock channel, huh? Anyway, love you guys. Smash like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Pretty please. Pretty close to 4K, chat. That's like actually hype as shit. I love that. Stay safe out there. Let me know what y'all want me to do. If you guys are cool with Gold Stake Gaming and just me hitting the random deck button and locking in for some Gold Stake, I'm cool to do this every day. But if you want me to do some various challenges or what have you, like I say in all these vids, don't be afraid to comment, man. I read all the comments on these vids. So if you have something that you think would be funny or like difficult or what have you that you want me to do, just scream at me in the comments. And probably I'll do it, honestly. Nobody suggested anything thus far that I've seen. So if you suggest something, probably I'll do it, honestly. Just because you'll be the first. Anyway, all that said, stay safe, sleep well, and have a good one, chat. Hope your weekend is going phenomenally. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Treat others nicely. And that starts with yourself.